This video is going to highlight the dangers of an RTC member that has garnered an increasing amount of attention recently on social media. From openly doxing, harassing, and blackmailing people, to being a racist on camera, even forcing people to lie on their behalf to ruin others' lives, and telling people to unalive themselves. YT Connor is a 17-year-old content creator who mainly posts Roblox videos and Minecraft live streams. With a follower count of over just 2,000, he is somewhat a notable figure in the Roblox Twitter community. You would think that someone with this sort of reputation wouldn't be acting as crazy as this, but since the RTC is just full of unsupervised children ranging from the ages 13 through 17, it's only a matter of time for someone like him to reveal his true self. To comprehend the full scope of this issue, I have a collection of images sent by victims as well as some of his former friends. Connor operates an exposing Discord server where he posts vital information about people he does not like. This includes RTC members such as Brixby, Twix, Too Fruity for Him, Will the Wee, Say Lou, Trustfeed, United Gem, Kendrified, Sorrow Mystic, and Seb Motions. While some of these people may have done some wrong things, it is not okay to publicly post private information such as faces, their addresses, pictures of their home, and many more. These aren't the only victims of Connor, because just on October 21st, 2023, Connor released a 32-minute exposing video directed towards me, which ended up getting taken down by breaking the community guidelines, where he proceeded to show images of my house, my street name, my full name, and my face all in one. Connor tried to put my safety at risk by doxing me to his audience and also slandering my name with false accusations. In his video, he makes a disclaimer telling everyone not to harass me, but that didn't stop them since they spam my YouTube comments calling me a predator, a stalker, and a pedophile. These are serious accusations, and it gives his community a really bad look. If that wasn't convincing enough, he told everybody on his private Twitter account to go ahead and mass report me, which ended up getting my Twitter account suspended for over a week. This wouldn't be the only time that Connor would incite harassment and mass report someone on Twitter. He also did this with D-Boy the Goat, where he falsely accused him of threatening a minor and told people to mass report his tweets. Speaking about lying, Connor would also try to lie about me to his community and tell them that I doxed him or I got people to dox him for me, and that I'm also running a doxing group called Zoned. Now, anyone who has followed me with the side-eye situation knows that I was doxed and harassed by Zoned themselves. I clearly have no affiliations with the group, I do not speak on their behalf, and I don't condone what they do. I only recently started interacting with them because they've been helping me to expose a pedophilic group, and for the people who follow me, you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. But while we're on the topic of side-eyes here, I want to bring up another thing Connor has done to me when we first interacted with each other. During the Side-Eyes drama, Connor was actively defending Side-Eyes his actions and refusing to believe anyone and all the evidence stacked up against him. This really rubbed me the wrong way because during this time, Side-Eyes had no support from anyone. I reached out to Connor explaining what this person has done to me, and as well as sent him raw evidence at the time that would prove what Side-Eyes has been doing to me. Instead of being supportive, he talks down to me, insults me, calls me a faker, and even went as far as calling me a pedophile. Then he leaked my personal DMs to Twitter, where Side-Eyes got a hold of him and used them to his defense against me. 4 days later, Connor unblocks me, doesn't apologize, but instead just calls it all a misunderstanding and told me to delete my tweet calling him out for taking Side-Eyes' side during this time. He only reached out to me because of the insane backlash he got from the RTC for doing this to me. Connor also goes over this in his exposing video of me. Instead of taking any accountability for the wrongdoing of him leaking our DMs, he goes ahead and victim blames and says it's my fault for even sending him this in the first place.
When you were going against the infamous person Side-Iced, you lost the court case because you were talking about it publicly. You were even sending me images on Twitter. The FBI were at your door because I didn't believe you. My guy, you are brain dead. You don't share stuff in a court case. You have a big ass mouth. And here I am right now. Say I have a big mouth. Honestly, I do. But I use it for good.
Why would you ask me for evidence to show and then go immediately and say it's my fault for showing you the evidence when you requested them? During this time, there actually wasn't even a court case whatsoever. It was just me, Guamgo, and my attorney. So there was no court, there was no judge, and the only people involved of law were the FBI and the local police department. Once again, proving that Connor cannot take any accountability of anything wrong he has done. With continuing with wrong things Connor has done, Connor keeps defaming me and lying and spreading misinformation about me doxing another notable RTC member by the name of Taz. I'm sure many of you know who he is and probably have seen the video we did together on my channel. However, Connor likes to twist on what really happened to ruin my reputation so he can try to save his. Now, I've debunked this situation numerous times as well as taken accountability for my fault here. I did say Taz's real name in a Twitter space, which was just said out of pure anger, and I have apologized ever since. But Connor likes to still spread misinformation and say I have done more, when in reality, I just said the person's first name. Connor would go out and tell people and tell his community that I was leaking Taz's address, which there is no evidence whatsoever, and Taz has never said anywhere that his address has been posted. And in Connor's words, this is just public information. According to what he did, he tries to justify doxing me by saying it's just public information, but crucifies other people who do it to him or others, which is very hypocritical of him. All I ever said was a person's first name. Meanwhile, Connor leaked my street name, pictures of my house, my full name, and images of my face all in one. If this doesn't convince you enough, then how about Connor committing a felony? Connor blackmailed and threatened to dox a 13-year-old if he betrayed or backstabbed him for siding with me. Connor states, "I swear to God, if you straight fuck me over and go on their side, you ain't gonna like what's coming next." To which Parami replied, "Quick question, what did you mean by this?" Connor replies, "Well, between you and me, whenever people either fuck me over or try to fuck with me, I have options to get back at them. A lot of options. And so you get what I mean. Doxing is one of them. This is a clear tactic of intimidation, blackmail, and threatening, which blackmail in itself is a crime in most countries, including the United States, which you and I both live in." When Connor found out about these messages getting leaked, he instantly purged every message as well as even blocked Parami for it. This also wouldn't be the first time that Connor has purged messages or deleted his tracks, because even on Twitter he has been deleting messages, and people have been noticing that his tweet count has been going down as we speak and make this video. Now, moving past this, Connor also asked that same user to do very disgusting things on a delegate account that he can tweet on. All of this just because Connor did not like the person who owned the original account. Now, you can pause this video and read these screenshots because it is a lot, but I'm going to say exactly what Connor made a 13-year-old tweet on the @VortexDefense delegate account. Connor made this 13-year-old tweet, "Ever get the feeling to rape someone, especially the minors in the world?" This is extremely disgusting and messed up on his behalf. All of this just because he didn't like the person who ran the account, which goes back to what I originally said, where he was telling people that I am bad news, and he would spread misinformation about me and tell people not even to associate with me. This is the same thing he did to Parami, where he said this individual interacted with someone he didn't like. But unfortunately, it doesn't end here. It's pretty common that social media influencers aren't who they seem to be behind the camera. Connor is one of these people who truly indulge in dark, edgy humor, such as openly being a racist.
Stealing group dumb whore L. Contacting my overseas guys? I don't care if I say the N-word. Ha!
So clearly in this clip, Connor does not care about saying the N-word. In fact, in his exposing video of me, he clearly states that saying the N-word is not racist if there is no intent behind it.
If you say the N-word and you're not saying it in a racist format, if you just straight up I'd accidentally say it and you didn't mean to say it and you're not having intentions to be racist, I don't think that it should be considered racist. You just said it. It's a word.
Clearly, Connor thinks saying the N-word is completely justified in this situation. But not only that, is in his recent live stream on his YouTube channel, he still tries to justify this.
I only didn't say it. It's not racist to say that. It's just people are sensitive. Very sensitive, whiny babies. Half the people who consider stuff racist are literally, they're not even black or anything like that.
Just because we aren't a person of color doesn't mean we can still have a say on what you can and cannot say. It's very obvious that we as a people who are not African American cannot say the N-word. It shouldn't even be said at all because we already know what ties behind the N-word and the harm it has on the African American community. I also find this very hypocritical because not even too long ago, Connor was trying to expose Sorrow Mystic for being a racist and saying the N-word, but it doesn't make sense because he said it himself. So why doesn't he just put himself accountable for once? The video I just showed you was surfaced back of March of 2013, where Connor would get exposed for saying the N-word by this user on Twitter. Upon it getting traction, people have also stated that they tried to call Connor out for this and try to get an explanation, to which Connor goes ahead and tells a 14-year-old girl to go ahead and unalive herself. This girl ended up joining one of Connor's live streams, and she was trying to get an explanation of why he would say stuff like that, but instead Connor goes ahead and still tells her to unalive herself and also mocks her for being a suicide victim.
Oh my god, fucking Pineverse is here. Pineverse, nobody here cares about you or likes you. Get a life. And plus, if you're coordinating all of these people to like say crap about me, go kill yourself again, okay? Go on your little bullshit rant. Oh, I'm a suicide victim. Oh, nobody cares.
Well, Connor, I think the internet is going to very much care about you mocking a 14-year-old girl who has struggled with depression, and you just went ahead and told her to unalive herself because you got caught saying the N-word, which is really, really fucked up of you. This girl would go upload the clip to YouTube, where Connor would go ahead and copyright strike her to hide from the truth.
Connor noticed the re-upload of his video that I had for archive, and look what he did.
This is by far extreme sociopath behavior, and I'm incredibly disgusted by his actions. Instead of owning up and taking accountability for anything, he instead doxes me, lies to everyone about me, tries to cover up his tracks by deleting everything, and now currently privating his Twitter account and trying to run away from this situation. Literally, as I'm recording this, he makes this big long spiel about trying to run away and still tries to throw me under the bus and play victim. Now, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide what you guys think about this. I'm no longer gonna be talking about this situation after the video. Like I said, please do not harass Connor. This video's purpose was intended to spread awareness. I'm actually going to leave a Google Doc in the comments down below that somebody put together showing these sources, as well as showing other things he has done, such as being a transphobe. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I have another huge video I'm working on next. It was originally supposed to be uploaded first, but since this whole thing about Connor coming around and I'm being attacked for it, I had to make this one just to defend myself. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please smash that like button and share it with your friends to spread the awareness. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day and stay nifty.